Hello, hello. I am Heather, aka Planner Mumsy. Join me as we process out some of the pages that I have incomplete on my 2023 Common Planner. Okay, y'all, I mentioned I was going to do a process video with you guys on a few of the pages that I haven't settled on exactly what I was going to do yet, but had some ideas. Some of those pages are the goal planning pages, and some of the pages are the first couple of pages in the beginning. Originally, I was going to use these two pages as like a vision board, but I made the decision later that I really wanted this to be very functional, and in order for it to continue to be functional, I need to limit some of the fun stuff, and I can kind of put that throughout the book if I need to. My decision ended up being that I was going to use these two pages as a future planner instead of using it as a vision board or any, even just like a memory board or whatever you want to call it. I decided to make it a little more functional for me. I purchased these already dated stickers from Sterling Ink in one of her last launches, and this is what I'm going to end up using to do my future plan. Okay, this is exactly why I suck at Plan With Me's. I said I only wanted to do 6 on each page because i.e. there's only 12 months in a year, and I started doing 9, and I want to have plenty of space to be able to write the things that I want to write, and having 9 on a page, that wasn't going to work, and so I had to pull those up. Okay, so let's go ahead and resume where we were. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, I am now just trying to align these up where they are with the ones up top. Here we go. And then I can take June's and do June's. So this will be both future planning and birthdays and such. Basically anything that is kind of like a tentative for the year. It can just kind of give me a yearly overview. Okay. There you have it. Really simple, but it is going to allow me to just have a quick glance at future plans for the year. And now some people will say, well, Heather, technically you already had that because she does have these particular ones here. And some people were using these and were going to use these in conjunction with their goal planning. I decided to use these strictly as my YouTube channel at a glance kind of deal. So basically what I'm doing is whenever I do a video, I am just jotting in the day that and what the name of the video is, so I can just look at it really quick and I can see how many videos I did and so on and so forth. I will have some of my goals will be YouTube oriented and some will just be everyday life oriented. That is why I decided to use these pages as a future planner part instead. That will work out well. I'll make the decision on whether or not I want to put lines underneath it or if I just want to keep it the way it is, to just keep it simple And then eventually I will just commit to exactly how I want to put it on the top. Okay, then we have goal breakdown. I do have some goals, which I'm gonna write down with you guys to process out, and I'm gonna do some of this on sticky notes and we'll go from there. If I am thinking about goals that I want daily, very, very important to me are making sure that every day I am reading my Bible. I also have a goal every day to be journaling. That's kind of a big one for me this year. I really want to have more journaling pages complete for 2023. I really have been very bad at that the last couple of years. Weekly, I want to make sure every week that I am baking bread. And that is because I am participating in the 365 bread challenge. And basically what that is you don't buy any bread from the store. You bake it all yourself. And that's actually pretty easy for me. The only things that have been a little difficult is burger buns. And I definitely need to learn how to make a good bun. That is a goal. And that is an achievable goal. So these are the things that I'm like processing out with y'all, because I'm really just trying to be very realistic about my goals. I'm trying to be very, okay, these are simple things that if I create habits for and I try really hard at, I can do. We're not talking about paying off, $300,000 of debt in a year. I mean, I suppose you could, but the likelihood of that is pretty slim unless you have an incredible job, or unless you have 5 incredible jobs. That's not going to happen. And I definitely don't want to put that down as a goal, knowing, okay, I'm not going to be able to do that. Now, along those lines, then when I'm looking at monthly, we're going to just set these aside here for the dailies and weeklies. So when I'm looking at monthly goals, then I'm thinking out further ahead. Monthly for me, one of my goals, which I'm pretty good at accomplishing, is keeping my small debts paid off monthly. And so we're talking like Amazon. I really only have 3. One's been at 0 for 2 years, so it doesn't really count. I need to just close the account, but Amazon is one. I use Amazon so that I get the 5% back and I can get points and get free stuff. And also PayPal. And so I try to keep these balances low. I still use them because at this point I don't have a lot of debts anymore. And so I do try to keep a little bit just to kind of keep my credit revolving. Monthly as well is having at least 2 date nights with hubby. And that's super important for me. Quarterlies and half years, those tend to be a little more hairy for me because I don't really have anything that I can say, oh, I'm going to do this 4 times a year, or I'm going to do this twice a year. I'm not really sure on those. So I'm going to kind of keep those blank for now. And then in 1 year's time, what do I want to have accomplished in 1 year, because it's a someday and a 1 year. And so and I'm just going to write year. We do have a few projects that we would really like to have done in 2023. One of them is our cow barn. One of them is, I'm trying to think if we thought we were going to get that done this year. I don't know. And then one of them is paying off mill. And then someday I am going to write and this may happen inside the year as well, but I'm just going to put it as the someday, and that's paying off my husband's truck. And then also on the someday, I am going to write excavator. Definitely a goal for us to do that. Then I also want to consider my YouTube goals, and this is a tough one for me because I really don't know what's really achievable. Definitely weekly, I am going to post a video. And I don't know if it's possible for me to do more than one video. And the reason why is because I have more than one channel. And so I have this channel here, and then we have a channel for the farm that we're shooting videos for regularly. And because the farm is kind of mine and my daughter's job now, we really are trying to dedicate more into the farm pages, and we're trying to grow locally as well. So we are definitely putting a little more effort into getting our videos done for our YouTube channel on that. When I am thinking about monthly, I would like to have at least 10 new subscribers every month. And again, they sort of tie together. And like 10, I know some people are like, that is not very many. And I understand that, but my channel grows really slow. I have been on YouTube now for 5 years. And I actually started very similar to other channels, planner channels that now have 10 and 11 and 12,000 viewers, or, subscribers. And so that tells me that there are things that I did that didn't work, or there were videos that I was putting out that weren't good enough. And theirs obviously were, because they've grown 4 times as fast as I have. So I definitely am looking at everything that comes to my YouTube channels and how I can tweak that. And I really am using this channel as my guide for not making the same mistakes on my farm page channel. Yeah, so there is that. And let's see, what else? I definitely daily, and I should have put that up there, but we'll just write it here. Daily, I want to make sure I am answering comments, because to me, that's important. And let's see, quarterly, I don't really have anything quarterly. I do definitely also weekly need to make sure I'm posting links for y'all just to make it easier for you. And, 1 year, because I just don't know as though some of the other ones are feasible. 1 year. So by the end of 2023, I would like to have I don't know. I mean, I would love to say I'd have 3,000 subscribers, but I don't think that's feasible. So I'm going to say 2,700 subs. Just at the rate that I'm going, I just don't think I'm going to get to 3,000. And I mean, it would be nice just because, like I said, I've been doing it for 5 years, and you know, subs and people watching, views equate money, and it is an effort. It's a lot of effort, y'all, for us to put these videos out. But anyway, I'm not going to get on a soapbox there. But definitely support as many channels as you can. Because, you know, I only make like $30 to $35 a month off of YouTube. And that's really not worth the time and effort that I put into it. There are others that obviously make more, but still it's not, you know, I mean, you're still talking like maybe they make $100 a month, and that's still not that much money for the effort that you put in, but it is what it is. And it's not all about the money. It's just when you're putting in a large volume of effort, it would be nice at the very least to have, say, you know, help purchase your sub kits or, you know, something like that, just to make it easier. So basically I'm going to go ahead and all of these things I'm going to end up plugging into there. Like I said, this is the page, and with my camera being silly about focusing, this is the one that my monthlies, I'm just literally writing each and every video. My brain won't work. I need another coffee. My videos that I'm doing. And then when it comes to writing out my goal priorities, I think I may kind of do this as I go. There may be some things that tie into, all right, I need to zoom back out, that tie into my goals that I put here that I can coincide here. Like, how am I now going to achieve doing this and this and this and this, and maybe kind of processing that out in my January, February, and March goal list, priorities list here. We will see what happens. I'm not really sure if that's how I want to do that yet. I do plan on using the last 10 pages of the book, and I'm definitely going to allocate 10 because I have been splitting my days into 2. So I have like part of a day and then the other part. So I'm really getting 2 days on one page for most days. Once in a while, I haven't. Like this day, I was jotting down and taking notes for different things that I need to do for my Graves' disease. So I used a whole page for that, which is totally fine. This is why I'm not really doing a ton as far as jumping ahead with writing my dates on there in case I do have a day that I need a whole day. My last 10 pages, my plan was to, I'm looking at, what is this? Planner, Hobonichi, Stology. Oh, it's my tags. I was like, what is that? I don't know. I was just kind of brainstorming different tags that I can use for different videos, and I'll probably put that within the 10 pages. So I'm going to have 4 pages that I am keeping track of my inks, and then I need a couple pages to keep track of my car maintenance logs for both my vehicles. And that, for the most part, is it. I do use little cards a lot of times for my order trackers, And I also, a lot of times, like when I make an order, I just jot it on the free page that I have on my weekly, and then I can just go back and figure out what it is that I ordered that week. So I have that way, so I don't really need like an order log in the back or any of those types of things. So I think that will be good. I am glad that I was able to get that future log done up here, and then I will process these out from the sticky notes onto here and just continue with this. I do need to, I was gonna use my cute little YouTube stamp that I have. It's not like very big, but I was gonna just put it right in the middle. And the best part about this stamp, and I know I showed some of y'all, but the best part about it is if you super mess up, like when it's dry, it's a friction stamp, you can use this little edge and you can erase it. Like, watch. I'll show y'all. This one wasn't like super dry, but when it dries, it will erase better. So then I will put it back down again. Basically, it's just like if you screw up, you can redo it. I have a tendency to over press. So it looks good when it's like that, and it just kind of looks like a red blob when it's like that, but that's all right. That's fine. These are the kinds of things that I don't care about. And then I'll do the same thing, and actually, let's just do it. We'll go ahead and stamp, and stamp. And then the same for these pages. Okay, I wanted to show you February. That's what I was going to talk about really quick. So today, while I'm filming this video, this is Monday the 16th, Martin Luther King Day. Everything is closed. Super bummed because I thought DHL was still going to be shipping, and they're not. But I showed my video up to this page. I hadn't done anything else yet. Hadn't come to what I thought was like my happy place for planning for the week. I think I found it, and here it is. Okay, I really like writing all of my stuff on the left side as far as my to-do list, and then having all of my jotting stuff on the right-hand side, still keeping my appointments on the top. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can really bring this to you so you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, I left 2 boxes in the top to put appointments, and I colored it with a Tombow marker to allocate that. Then, and I, instead of like, cause some people when they do it and break it down on the side here, they white out the top, and I did not do that because essentially what I'm saying here is these dates are for these appointments underneath in the box. Then I used her new little strips that she has here, and I wish that she had more long ones because it worked great in the beginning, like the first week, but then the next weeks I had to use smaller strips and smaller strips, and it became a little tedious trying to put the strips together. But anyway, then I broke down the days over here, and I lumped Saturday and Sunday together at the bottom in this spot here because I don't generally have a lot of to-dos on Saturday and Sunday. I left Monday through Thursday as my biggest slots for writing. Then I will come in with just trying to grab it, like the Zig clean color dot, and let's just do it so I can just show you. I'll just kind of come in and allocate some dots for my to-dos. This, I think, is the layout that is going to work the best. Now, I did have the little conundrum with this big, and I will show you on another page. I think it's over here. This big tracker, and as much as I like the tracker stamp, it just was too big for me. And I felt like it was taking up too much real estate. So this one was in that package that I was talking about in that video, and I'm going to use this one instead, and then I'm just going to write out the things next to it, and it may end up taking a similar amount of space. I don't know. I may just do initials because it's for me and I'll know what they mean, and then I can just check them off. But I think this is what's going to work. I may flip back and forth. I didn't, because I was so confident that this is what was going to work that I filled it out this way for the entire month of February. That's going into March. But you can see how I did it that way because, like I said, I was very confident that this is what is my happy place. We'll see if it sticks, but I like it so far. This one I'm not going to like. I already know, but it is what it is. It's already there. This is the week that we're in currently. Today's Monday, just starting. And my tracker, I ended up just doing this little thing down here instead. Again, it's fine. This was last week, and it's just that these little spaces here that are allocated in the vertical are too small for me, which is why this new one works better. I don't know when it cut me off, but long of the short, this is what works for me. I did mess up by putting these dots in the middle here. I didn't need to do that. So when we look at this, I would just put the dots on the ends here, like so, and then go all the way over here and do it. And I'm not sure why I stuck it in the middle. I just wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the lines instead of the reality of where it said Monday, Tuesday. That's fine. But this will allow me this whole amount of space to write my to-dos for the day, and then same here, and then so on and so forth. I like it that way better than just using the individual columns because I just don't think that it's quite big enough for my fat handwriting. If you guys have any questions, feel free, comment down below. I am, as my goals, trying to answer comments every single day. As long as I'm not too crazy busy, I do take some time out to make sure I'm answering. It's not like there's that many, so it's not a big deal. But comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!